Next step would be we need to set this as a fixture offset, so when we change tools, or we can cut our test tool path with this, but I'm going to use a bigger bit. That'll go to Z0, because you want to have the tip of the tool exactly where you want to set the fixture. So I've got it moved over because I don't care where it's at in X, but I know it's in Y, and I know it's in Z, which should be close to the center. As you can see, Y and Z are zeroed. So now I'm going to go to Tools and Fixtures, and we're going to work on Fixture 2. My Fixture 2 is something different, so I'm going to zero all that out. And I'm going to set fixture, calculate the tool path. Okay, now that we've probed and found our difference between where the tip of the tool was to the tool probe sensor, we send Z back down to 0. Everything's cool, just exactly like it was when we clicked the set fixture button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change tools to go ahead and run my tool path. I'm going to run it with a 1/16 flat end mill so it runs really fast. Take this off. Put our other end mill in. Now like I said, you can go ahead and run it with the other cutting tool. It's just going to take a long time. So now that we've changed tools and our distance from where the tip of one tool was to the other is different, we now need to probe this tool. Which means we get to wait another long time. Now I'm sure you've noticed that my machines are a mess. This one's covered in aluminum, the other one is covered in wax. Well, that's because I use them for a lot of different projects. Yeah, here's what you get to look forward to when you guys start producing a lot of wax parts. While we let this go ahead and finish. So here's my Minitech Mini Mill 2. As you can see, it is literally covered in wax. I do clean it. I clean it a lot, but on some parts that I do require a lot of machine time, and this one just got done doing a couple parts, so I haven't had a chance to vacuum it out. If you look inside my box, I have got literally wax everywhere. But that's what you guys get to look forward to, and that's why I have the box here. Alright, we're done probing. Let's go ahead and make some noise. Need to edit my tool path real quick. What I'm doing here is this thing's going to rotate, and after it rotates, before it cuts the second half, I want it to pause. Or I want it to pause before it rotates. So I'm going to enter a M00 command, which is a pause, and it's going to tell it to stop and wait for another cycle start. I'm also taking out these Y moves because I don't need those. Alright, so now I need to position my tool in the wax so it will cut. And what I'm going to do is, as you can see, the purple lines indicate the tip of our tool, where our tool is. Not a touchscreen, or it's not a captive touch, multi-touch. So I want this to machine close to here, moving this way. So I am going to bring my Z down, bring my X over. And this is a neat little trick that I do. Okay, I want it to start cutting there and move over here. So I'm going to 0 my X, because that's where I want the far left side to be. Now I know, since I'm cutting in the center, if I move the tool over here to just outside this and re-zero, I'm exactly where I want it to be. So it's, my toolpath display shows me I've just moved outside of the cutting area. So if I re-zero it there, it goes back to the center. And that's where the center of my part's going to be, and it's going to move left and right. Turn spindle on, this out of the way just in case. Come over here, slap cycle start. Make some part. Go baby go. Okay, here's my MOO command. It's waiting for me to go ahead and press cycle start again, and the reason I did that is I want to mark the back left corner. Just a couple little scratches, so if this piece falls out, I can go ahead and re-reference it to how it was sitting in the machine and see what side is off. So all I did was put a couple little scratches there, press cycle start again. If this piece falls out, then you have no idea how it was sitting in the machine. Alright, now the fun part begins.